Hello, this is Ethan Galera, team leader of Unity in the Community, and we have explored the impact of the Head Start program in our second video and how it supports children learn, grow, and prepare for school and life. In this topic, we will see the struggles of the Head Start program, ending our three-part video series. So, the challenge of the Head Start program. We saw how it advocates families, strengthens communities, and gives kids the kind of early start that can change everything, but the Head Start program doesn't exist without problems. Many Head Start programs struggle to serve all eligible families due to restricted federal and state budgets. Children in rural, undeserved communities often face barriers to participation, from transportation issues to limited program availability. The program is sometimes caught in broader ideological disputes over government spending and education policy. Some critics underestimate the long-term benefits of early childhood education and leading to reduced public and political support. In the image above, on the top left, we see Donald Trump signing what it seems to be a bill. And in this bill, if you haven't been caught up in recent politics, Donald Trump has basically signed a ton of tariffs, and not among these terrorists, but the Head Start program, he has frozen funds for the Head Start program so that they aren't really funded by the government. On the top right, it basically shows that there isn't enough funding, like there's not enough availability, or there's unequal amounts of services to those willing to partake in the Head Start program. On the bottom image, we see that the Head Start program's funding and enrollment has dipped throughout these years. And we can infer from this chart, this was 10 years ago this chart was made, but we can infer that with the recent recent events of COVID-19 and this economic downturn, we can also infer that among this graph, it can go down in enrollments and fundings. Progress towards success. Classrooms are integrating technology and research-based approaches to better support learning and development for the Head Start program. Programs are working more closely with families to create strong home-school connections and improve outcomes. Grassroots efforts and national advocates are pushing for increased funding and awareness. Expanding partnerships, increasing local investment, and policy reform are helping close access gaps and strengthen the program. So, those are all ways that the Head Start program has made throughout these years when it was first established in 1965. Above, we can see that the enrollment in Head Start from 1965 has drastically increased. But again, with the recent events of COVID-19 and in 2025 of the economic downturns, we can also see that there would also be less enrollment. A call to action. Importance of early support. Early education shapes lifelong learning, health, and success. Head Start plays a crucial role. Head Start represents a commitment to leveling the playing field for all children, regardless of background, so just basically equality. Ongoing innovations and dedicated communities offer a promised path forward. Call to action. Support Head Start through advocacy, funding, or local involvement, because every child deserves a strong start. Solutions are on the table: smarter funding models, more local partnerships, and a renewed focus on equity in early education. In the end, these aren't just classrooms. It's about justice, opportunity, and giving every child the foundation of education. They deserve every right toward education, and the Head Start program promotes everything for that. Head Start isn't just a program, it's one of the programs that keep our future generation for certain, in this case, the underprivileged. Here's our credits and our sources. Thank you and have a good day.